Okay, good morning, students. Okay, in the last class, which topic is completed? Please tell me now. Hello. Students, in the last class, end with which topic? Hello, good morning. Krishna. Hello, I'm asking Krishna. Yeah, mole fraction. Okay, right, fine. Hello. The equivalent concept completed now? Hello, students. Equivalent concept completed or not? Write some formulas.
Sure. ಎದುರಪ್ಪ ಬಂತು
Yeah, okay. Okay, in equivalent mass, some other formulas are there. Note it down. The relation between atomic mass, equivalent mass, and valency. Equivalent mass and valency. Take the important formulas, then I will go for the next concept. So that is the relation. Okay. What is equivalent mass is equal to atomic mass by valence. Next, the second one is hydrogen displacement method. Hydrogen displacement method. So hydrogen displacement method means generally mineral acids react with metals, or metals react with mineral acids like HCl. Suppose this is zinc plus HCl. What it forms ZnCl2 plus H2. Hydrogen gases displaces are liberated by zinc. So in such case, what is the equivalent mass of metal or mass is equal to equivalent mass. Equivalent mass E is equal to What is the mass of element? Mass of element divided by mass of hydrogen into mass of hydrogen. Mass of hydrogen. Into 1.008. That is mass of hydrogen only. That is the mass of hydrogen in given quantity into 1.00. Or finally, it is equal to mass of the element. If it is gas, now mass of element into 11,200 divided by, so volume in milliliters of hydrogen, volume in ml of hydrogen displaced at NTP, displaced at NTP. NTP or STP is the same meaning. Okay, completed our formula, note it down. Yeah, cancelled, but to derive the formula purpose only you are writing.
Sir, E is equivalent mass.
E is the equivalent mass, right?
Okay, sir.
Next formula. Can I clear?
Oh, so 1 minute.
It's okay. Hello. Okay, let's move. Right, next, third one is oxide formation method. Oxide formation method. What is the oxide formation method? Say this. This is the metal, right? Reacts with oxygen of O2, it becomes metal oxide is formed, or element metal oxide, MO. If it is a monovalent element, okay, N2O, like sodium, we can take like this. For example, sodium reacts with O2, it becomes Na2O, half full, because valence is 2, like this. Oxide formation method, take the formula. Mass of oxygen is equal to mass of oxygen mass of oxide minus mass of element. Mass of element. Then the equivalent mass of the element is equivalent mass of the element. Element is equal to mass of the element. Mass of element divided by mass of oxide minus mass of element into 8. 8 means equivalent mass of oxygen. That is simply mass of element by mass of element divided by mass of oxygen into 8 is the equivalent mass of oxygen. In previous formula also, 1 by 1 means equivalent mass. 1 is the mass of hydrogen in denominator and 1.008 is the equivalent mass. That is the equivalent means same mass of and equivalent mass for hydrogen because it is a monovalent. Okay. What is the formula? Therefore, equivalent mass of the element is equal to, this is the formula. Note down. Now, equivalent mass of element equal to mass of the element for hydrogen is equal. Archana, it is not in all cases. Equivalent mass of element is equal to mass of element for only hydrogen because it is monovalent. So remaining all cases it is not equal. Equivalent weight is equal to molecular mass of the element by valency. What is the mass of the oxygen? 16 now, but valency is 2. 16 by 2, 8. That is the answer in that second case. Now what we written? Equivalent mass of the element by mass of oxygen into equivalent mass of oxygen, that is 8. Previous case also what 1 by 1 I written means 1.008 is the equivalent mass in that place, that is called as equivalent mass of hydrogen. Could you get clarity? Okay, fine. So now I'm going to next formula. Okay, am I clear? Right, next. Metal displacement method. So metal displacement method. Metal one minute. Yes, metal displacement method. Metal displacement method. What is metal displacement method? See this. Suppose I am giving example. One metal displaces from other metal compound. Say Zn, right? Solid plus copper sulfate, aqueous solution. So how it is that it becomes ZnSO4 solution aqueous plus copper. So that is the zinc displaces copper from copper sulfate. This type of, in this case, so what are the equivalent weights? So directly I'm writing the equation. No more explanation here. What is the formula? This is the formula for this case. Okay, M1 by M2 is equal to P1 by V, P1 by P2. This is the formula. It's the equivalent formula only. So where is M1, M2 with the mass of the metals? Where M1 and M2 with the masses of the metals, and E1 and E2 the equivalent masses of their elements. Not on this formula. Okay, completed, students?
Sir, 1 minute. Done, sir.
Yeah, next shading, next formula. Double decomposition method. Double decomposition method. So what is a double decomposition method means? See, for example, I am giving reaction A, B plus CD. So what is the reactants? AD, products are AD plus BC. If we want to take the chemical example, NaCl, sodium chloride, reacts with silver nitrate, AgNO3. How it becomes AgCl PPT, AgCl white PPT is a white PPT plus NaNO3, like this. Aqueous. So in this case, what is the formula? Equivalent mass. Take now. Mass of AB. Mass of AB by mass of AD. is equal to equivalent mass of AB equivalent mass of AB divided by equivalent mass of AD. Mass of AD. And that is also equal to equivalent mass of A plus equivalent mass of B divided by equivalent mass of A plus equivalent mass of D. Take this one. Okay, completed. Hello. Yeah, same way. Okay. I'll give some problems. You'll come to know based on these formulas. Right problems. Take the problem. Write down. An unknown element forms an oxide. Forms an oxide. What will be the equivalent mass of the element? Equivalent mass of the element if the oxygen content is the oxygen content is 20% by mass. So here options also are there. Find now. First option is 16. Second is 32. Third is 8. Fourth is 64. Solve it now. What is the answer? Yeah, fine. 32 is right answer. Same for this, how it is already I told now. Mass of the equivalent mass of the element formula is there. Is equal to mass of element by mass of oxygen into 8. You know, mass of element, mass of oxygen is 20%, means total 100. So remaining 80% is the mass of element only. That is 80 by 20 into 8. So 0, 0 cancel. And 2, 4, yeah, and that is 32. Second option is the right answer. Okay. The next question, write down. Next one. A metal M of equivalent mass capital E forms an oxide of molecular formula MXOY. The atomic mass of the metal is given by the correct equation. Take now options. Two E into Y by X. Second option is XYE. Third option is E by Y. Fourth option is Y by E. Yeah, solve it. Don't tell me now which is the answer. Yeah, what is the answer? Okay, right. It is the first answer is right answer. Okay, fine. So now, what is the first answer solution? Write down, other students. So the atomic mass of metal, let us consider the atomic mass of metal M is say small e. Then what is the mass of metal? So we don't know what is multiplied with the x. That is x is the mx is the x is the valency, right? Mx oy means so ax. Similarly, mass of the oxygen is mass of oxygen. That is a 16 mass. Oxygen mass is you know that one, right? 16y. So we know the formula equivalent mass of element is equal to mass of the element. Mass of the element is, what is the mass of the element to ax? Mass of the oxygen is 16y into 8. That it becomes 1 by 2. Ax by 2y. Now therefore A is equal to, what is it? A is equal to relation. We'll get A is equal to 2e into x, y by x, y by x. So y by x means it is the option A. Okay, next question is, take the solution. The equivalent weight of a metal is double than that of oxygen. How many times is the weight of its oxide greater than the weight of metal. So here also options I am giving. First one is 4, second one is 2, third one is means 3. Third option is 3. Fourth option is 1.5. Take the solution and write, solve it and tell the answer. Okay, it's 1.5 is right answer. 4th. Anushka, right. So, solution you want? Okay. So let us consider now equivalent mass of oxygen is equal to equivalent mass of, you have to find that only, no? Metal. So what is oxygen now? 8. Double means 16. So that is equal to X by N. Here what is the X and N? X is equal to atomic mass of metal. Mass of metal. And N is valency of the metal. We know the formula, molecular formula of the oxide is just to consider as, what is the M2ON. Molecular formula of oxide is M2ON. N means you don't know valency, you are going to calculate that only. So mass of the oxide by mass of the metal oxide by mass of the metal oxide by mass of metal. Metal is equal to, there are 2 into 16 N plus 16 N divided by 2 into 16 N. So that is by calculating N value, it becomes 1.5. Okay, got it all of you? Next, one more method is there, that is Dulong's-Petit's law. It is a method for determination of atomic mass. So, in rare case it is asked. Take now this. So, atomic mass, the relation between atomic mass and specific heat. So this is the name is the Dulong's and Petit's law. Okay, no need to write that name, but formula you should remember. So what is the formula here? Formula is atomic mass atomic mass into specific heat. Atomic mass into specific heat is equal to 6.4. It is approximate atomic mass. Therefore, atomic mass approximate is equal to 6.4 divided by specific heat. Note down this one. Yeah, it is applicable. In case specific heat is given, that you can take, that is applicable. It is a rare case only they will give this type of problems. Approximate, it's not exact atomic mass. Approximate only. Previous page is not getting now. Wait now, 1 minute. Take this one, previous page.
Sir, previous page. Done, sir.
So wait 2 minutes. Yeah, done, sir.
Okay. Okay. Okay, can you listen now? Molecular reactions means the chemical reactions, both reactants, products are represented in the molecular form. See, for example, barium chloride react with sodium sulfate. Barium sulfate PPT is formed and sodium chloride is the salt. Okay, all are the salt only. What is a double? Actually, it is also example for double displacement reaction. Next, what is the next one? Ionic reactions. Second one is ionic reactions. Ionic reactions means the same reaction only consists, means the chemical reaction in the chemical reaction, sorry, in the chemical reaction, reactants and products represent agents in ionic form. Same example you can take above example. How it is takes place in the form of ionic form means Ba plus 2, okay, plus 2Cl minus, plus 2Na plus SO4 minus 2 gives rise to, here also gives rise to barium sulfate. It is PPT, it is not ionizable. It is a PPT, you have to show like that only. It is precipitate solid, plus 2Na plus 2Cl minus, like this. This is ionic form. Now down. Okay, completed now? Okay, right. Okay, in this chemical reactions, types of chemical reactions are there. What are the types of chemical reactions? Means redox reactions or decomposition. So these are, and one more chapter is there. Redox reaction chapter is there. In that chapter, all types of reactions. The redox reactions also different types are there. Combination redox reactions, decomposition redox reactions. Next, yeah, reversible. In aqueous medium, it is reversible. Okay. Combination redox reactions, decomposition redox reactions. Third one is displacement redox reactions. Next, disproportionation redox reactions. Even double decomposition redox reactions. Common proportion redox reactions. First of all, what is meant by redox reaction? Means the chemical reaction in both oxidation and reduction reaction takes place simultaneously, known as redox reaction. This thing, one big chapter is there. So in this, that is 5th or 6th chapter according to NCERT textbook order. So now here, stoichiometric calculations based on chemical equations. Some calculations are there. There are the 3 types of calculations. So now I'll introduce that part, and then I'll give the exercise worksheet. Right now, keep citing stoichiometric calculations. These are three types. So one is weight, relation. Relation. Second is weight volume relation. Third is volume relation. Note down. Now I'll give first one weight relationship. First one, keep sliding. First one, weight relationship. Oxidation number. Wait 1 minute, man. Students. Okay, what is a weight relations means? So whenever the given question reactants, they will give weight fraction, and product they will ask in weight fraction, or else they are give product weight fraction, they ask the reactant weight how to calculate. That means weight fractions only the reactants or products are given. Now I'll give one question, then you will come to know what is the relation. Say for example, weight relations calculation means only problems only here. Main take one problem for this. Yeah. Right. How much? How much CaCO3 has to thermally decomposed as to thermally decomposed to liberate 2.2 grams of CO2. So this is the question. How to calculate this is the based on mole concept only. First you write the balanced chemical equation. What is the balanced chemical equation? CaCO3 on heating, thermal decomposition means the delta means temperature, CaO plus CO2. So this is the equation. So CaCO3 gives rise to CaO plus CO2. That is the equation. This is the balanced stoichiometric chemical reaction. So according to this, see what is the CaCO3? How much molecular mass? Find out. Calcium 40 and carbon 12, oxygen 16 into 348. Total is the 100. This is 100 grams on thermal decomposition on or decomposition and decomposition. You know what is the molecular mass of carbon dioxide? Carbon 12, oxygen 32. That is 44. So 100 grams of CaCO3 on decomposition gives how much? 44 grams of CO2, right? Now 2.24 grams of CO2 to produce how much quantity of CaCO3 is required, say X. Now cross multiplication and division formula, then X is equal to 100 into 2.2, 100 grams. Okay, units also can put it. Of course, finally you'll get 100. What is the 100 grams into 2.2 grams divided by 44 grams. Grams can see. Now calculate what is answer. It is 20 times.
5.
This is the 5 grams. So 5 grams of calcium carbonate is required to get 2.2 grams of carbon dioxide. That is the conclusion. Understood this model question? Can I give one example? You can solve it. I am giving one example. You can solve it now. Note it down.
1 minute.
Okay, completed.
Yes.
Right, next question.
Done, sir.
Yeah, next question. How much quantity of KClO3, potassium chlorate, has to thermally decompose? Decomposed Yeah, come on, tell me. How much quantity of KClO3 has to thermally decomposed to give 16 grams of oxygen. 16 grams of oxygen. Okay, 16 grams of oxygen. So to solve this, what we required, balanced chemical reaction is required. I'm giving the balanced chemical stoichiometric balanced equation, you can solve it. We have 2 KClO3 potassium chloride on heating thermal decomposition, it becomes 2 KCl plus 3 O2. This is the balanced equation. Now solve it. Twenty-eight point five grams are correct? Check it. I'll check. See, what is the molecular mass of KClO3? Here 2 moles, 2 into potassium 39. Now here I am calculating 39, chlorine 35.5, 35.5, and chlorine. Oxygen is 48, right? Oxygen is 16 into 348. Potassium chloride. What is that? 5, 14, 22. That is 6, 10, 12, 122. Right. This is 122. 122.5 grams gives 32. 3 into 32 grams. Correct now? Now, what is it? He asked only 16 grams of oxygen. For that, how much required? Say X. So that means X is equal to 2 into 122.5 into 16 divided by 3 into 32. Okay, and this is 16 to 2 cancel. And then 3, 4 is a 12, huh? 3, 4, 12, 0, 40.8, 1. This is answer, 40.83. That is, I think, 40.83 grams. I think, what is anybody what you are saying? 61. What, Kumar? 61 is right, huh? You check it once. I got only 40.83. Is there any mistake? Yeah, 40.8 is right answer, na? See that solution. Correct now. Next question. Right, next question. What is the amount of KCl is formed when 61.25 grams of KClO3 undergoes thermal decomposition. Thermal decomposition. Yeah, solve it now. Same. This is the solution is same. Solution is same means the reaction is same. What is the reaction? Stoichiometric reaction. 2 KClO3 balanced equation is 2 KClO3 gives rise to 2 KCl plus 3 O2. And solve it. A reaction, balanced reaction is that only. Now calculate. Correct? Okay, I'll check it. What is the amount of KCl? Right. Here, this is 2 into 122.5 grams gives 2 into potassium 39, 4 in 35.5, 14, 74, 74.5. So this is a 61.25 gives how much? Say X. What is that? Yeah, I'll say this. We check it now. X is equal to 2 into 74.5 into 61.5 by 2 into 122.5. I think it is 2 times 2 to cancel. Yeah, 37.2. Right, correct answer. Okay, it's correct. Right. Same, what is the? $37, not 32. 37.2 is correct. Right, next question is, so what is the next second type, weight volume, right? Second type is weight volume. So weight volume is same type of questions. Same question I am giving, how they are asked in series. What is the volume of oxygen in liters? In liters, what is the volume of oxygen in liters liberated when, okay, when 122.5 grams of KClO3 undergoes thermal decomposition. Come on, same reaction. So what is the solution now? Solution, the reaction is same, right? What is the reaction? 2 KClO3 solid. This is solid. KCl, 2 moles of KCl, it is also solid. Plus 3 O2, it is the gas. Physical state also you can show it. So based on this, calculate and tell the answer in liters. Completed? What is the answer? Okay, I'll say this. 33.6 liters. Not you asked in liters. Okay, say how to calculate. Okay, this is 2 into 122.4 grams gives What is the 3 moles of oxygen? You know, moles, 1 mole occupies 22.4 liters na, at STP. GMV, gram molar volume. I told 1 mole occupies. 3 moles of oxygen gas means 3 into 22.4 liters. Again, only 122.4 grams. And thermal decomposition gives the amount of the volume of the gas is say X, right? X, that is X question mark. Now therefore X is equal to, come on tell me now, X is equal to 122.4 grams into 3 into 22.4 liters divided by 2 into 122.4 grams. Here grams cancel. 122.4, 122 cancel. Here 2 into here 11.2. So multiply it. 6, 3, 33.3, 33.6 liters. Right, correct. Some of you did the same thing, I think. Who did that one? I'll check it. Yeah, ma, right is Kumar, na? Krishna. Kishore. Your answer is correct. 33.6 liters, but you should write the units also. Okay.
So how did you get 122.4?
That is a molecular mass only, KClO3. Same question I'm repeating now.
122.5, right?
Oh, I'm sorry, written 4. Oh, I'm very sorry. 5 only. 5.
Okay.
5 only. It's a cancel. Okay. So answer is same, right? Clear?
Yeah.
Understood all of you? So what is meant by limiting reagent? Hello? Anybody?
Yes, sir.
Anybody? What is meant by limiting reagent? Okay, right now. Actually, limiting reagents means now, sometimes you can observe all reactants are not consumed as a product. Understood or not? So those reactant, okay, many reactants are there. Those reactant completely consumed into the products. That is the limiting reagent. So write some points regarding limiting reagent. Based on that, some problems are there. We are going to calculate it. Keep citing limiting reagent or limiting reactant. Reagent. Limiting reactant. Some points are there you can write. First one is the limiting reactant is limiting reactant or reagent is the reactant that is entirely consumed. Entirely consumed when the reaction goes to completion. Next point is reactant that is not completely consumed is referred to an excess reactant. Once one of the reactant used up, the reaction stops. Reaction stops. Means it means that moles of the products, moles of the products, product are determined by the starting moles. Yes, not it. Starting moles of limiting reactant.
Sir, second point, what is the last word?
Stops once one of the reactant used up, means completely consumed. The reaction stops.
Okay, sir.
It means that the moles of products are determined by the starting moles of limiting reagent. Starting moles of limiting reagent. Next, last point. To determine or to detect limiting reagent, calculate the amount of product that would be produced if each of reactant or completely converted to product. So these 4 points you should remember. So what is a limiting reagent, how to detect, and if any excess amount is called unreacted, completely unreacted is, what is this one? I'm repeating again, same. The limiting reagent is a reactant that is entirely consumed when the reaction goes to completion. If it is not completely consumed, is referred to as an excess reactant. So once one of the reactant used up, the reaction stopped. So if it means that the moles of the products are determined moles of the products determined with respect to the starting moles of the limiting reagent only after identification of limiting reagent. So how to detect the limiting reagent, calculate the amount of product that would be produced if each of the reactant were completely consumed to products. Very simple logic, simple example. See this. A plus B gives rise to AB product, right? Hello. Generally, I'm explaining to understand. A plus B gives rise to AB product. Now, in the reactant side, A 100 equivalents are there, B 10 equivalents are there. Now, how many equivalents of AB product is obtained? Come on, tell me. Simple. The chemical equations based on equivalent masses only, na? Equivalent mass of the reactants equal to equivalent mass of the products according to given, that is acid base neutralization. Hello. Even law of mass of conservation of mass also. Students, are you following what I am saying? Hello.
Yes, sir.
So equivalent A plus B gives rise to product, AB product, right? In that reaction. Okay, all of you written this one. Can I clear?
Sir.
Yeah, see this. General example, no need to write this one, just understanding purpose. A plus B gives rise to AB product. AB product. Now it is A is 100 equivalents, B is 10 equivalents. So what is AB product? How many equivalents AB is obtained? Hello. Yeah, very good. 10 only. So 10 means in this AB, which is the limiting reagent? What is the limiting reagent? Come on, tell me, what is the limiting reagent? Yeah, B is very good. So it is completely consumed, na? Equal quantity, proportional quantity from A only taken and gives AB equal quantity. The number of equivalents are same. So got my point? What is the A is extent, excess reactant. B is completely consumed. That is the limiting reagent. So now I'm giving this type of model one question. You can go for this. Right. Write down question. Question right now. 50.0 kg of nitrogen gas and 1.0 kg of H2 gas are mixed to produce NH3 gas. Calculate the NH3 gas formed. Identify the limiting reagent. Identify the limiting reagent. Identify the limiting reagent. This is the question. Yes, solve it now. I'm giving the balanced equation. Now what is the balanced equation? N2 gas plus 3H2, 3 moles of gas gives rise to 2NH3 gas. Come on, by using this stoichiometric equation, calculate now. So what he asked, calculate the amount of ammonia. So what is the amount of ammonia and what is the limiting reagent? First do it. First find the limiting reagent, then identify. Solve it. 2 minutes time. Yeah, anybody? What is 5.6? Very good. What about the volume relation? I will give the now. Very man. Gia, wait now. After that, I will give. The limiting reagent is common for all three relations. Okay. Yeah. So this is the N2 plus 3H2 gives rise to 2NH3 according to balanced equation. See now, what is N2? Molecular mass is 28 grams, right? Here 3 moles, 3 into hydrogen 2, 6 grams. Next here 2 into 17, 14, 2 into 17 means 34. 34 grams of ammonia. Clear now? So, but in the according to given data, kgs are given. So now I'm this convert into kgs. That means 28 kg of nitrogen and 6 kg of hydrogen involves. Then 34 kg ratio only. What is the ratio? 1:3:2. 1:3:2 gives rise to 2 moles. 3 gram. 34 kg can just you can according to that. So come to now. So find the balance. First find the limiting reagent. So according to balanced chemical equation reaction, balanced chemical reaction. 28 kg of reacts nitrogen reacts with 6 kg of H2 to give 34 kg of NH3. So that means the 6 kg of H2 requires is equal to 28 kg of nitrogen, right? That's correct. Now, what is the 1 kg given question? Therefore, 1 kg, 1.0 kg of hydrogen reacts is equal to how much? So, question mark, that is equal to, here only I am solution, that is 28 into 1 by 6, that is how much? 4.66 kg. So, observe now here. 4.66 kg. So hence that is what is the limiting reagent? Limiting reagent is hydrogen. Why it is hydrogen, you know? So hydrogen is completely consumed. So it decides the amount of the product. Here H2 is the least one, that is 6 kg required to 28 grams. But here for 1 kg means 4.44 only grams of nitrogen you got. So that is H2 is a limiting reagent. Limiting reagent. So with respect to H2, you have to calculate the product. So that means 6 kg produce H2 gives 34 kg of NH3. Now 4 point, that only no? No, not 4 point. 1 kg. 1 kg of H2 gives rise to how much? So that implies a calculation here only 34 into 1 by 6. How much of this is 5.66 kg of ammonia, NH3. Students, understood this one, all of you? Hello, boys. Is there any confusion? Hello? Okay, note down. Now I'm giving one more relation is there, volume relation also. I'll show one example. So both reactants gives volume, product also volume fraction only. They will ask volume questions. Yeah, come on. Can I
Sir.
clear?
Sir,
No, sir.
sir,
Ah,
sir, what is that you have written?
last time.
Uh,
H2 is the
fourth
limiting
line,
reagent, right?
fourth line, sir, fourth line. No, sir, in a green color you have written to the left side, fourth
1
point. Yes, sir.
kg, 1.0 kg.
Okay, sir.
And the question itself, it is given now 1.0. This is 1.0 kg. 1.0 kg. Can I clear?
No, sir.
Make it fast. Okay, right. Same. Next, calculations based on volume relations. Volume relations. So I'm writing question now. Take this one. What is the question is? The volume of O2. Volume of O2 at STP. Required for completely burnt out 100 ml of ethane is. Question understood, all of you? See, the volume of means what is the volume of O2 at STP required for complete burnt or combustion out of 100 ml of ethane is. First, ethane combustion equation you have to find. What is the balanced combustion equation of ethane? Formula C2H6 is ethane plus oxygen. It undergoes combustion. How many moles of carbon is there? 2 means 2 moles of carbon dioxide. Plus how many moles of hydrogen? 3 means 3H2O water. This is the combustion equation. Product side oxygen, 2 into 2, 4 plus 3, 7. 7 means 7 by 2 can take. This is the 7 by 2. The volume of O2 at STP required for complete burnt out 100 ml. You know, this is the gas only. So what is the volume is given? Try to understand now. So 1 mole now, 1 mole in terms of ml, 22,400 ml of ethane. Ethane requires how much? Oxygen is required at STP 7.5 mole. That means 7 by 2 into 22,400 ml of oxygen is required, right? But what is the volume of oxygen is required for complete combustion of? So that means 100 ml only. 100 ml requires what is the oxygen quantity? So take the x is equal to, what is the max power? X is equal to cross multiplication 100 ml into 7 by 2. I am writing 3.5 into 22,400 ml of oxygen divided by 22,400 ml. Come on here, ml cancel. This one is cancel. 100 into 22.0. 3.5 into 100. How much? 350 ml. Okay now? Therefore, 350 ml of oxygen is required to burnt out 100 ml of ethane. 100 ml of ethane. Students, understood? Hello. Okay, what is understood, all of you? Very good. Some of you done already. Who is that person? Anus. Anushka, very good. 350 ml. So based on some other level, that means same concept, some level questions are there. So next class we will discuss some level questions based on the same concept, relations between this one by using limiting reagents, and then we'll go for the next chapter. That is the big chapter. Atomic structure is a very important and chapter entire the physical chapters. So next class I will start the atomic structure after completion of the some problems based on this. Hello. Hello students, understood all of you? Any doubts regarding these problems? Hello?
No, sir.
Yeah. So next class will start the new lesson, that is atomic structure. Okay. Thank you very much, all of you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much. I'm leaving now. We completed this question. All of you written this question?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine.